welcome back to the farm. Today we are just finishing up loading this up. We've got a nice full trailer of slurry here. We've got our 7710 and we're going to get out. And the grass we've been cutting, we're going to go and get it ready and get it fertilized so that when it grows back, we're going to have a nice big yield off that again. So we have we've cut the second field now, which is actually the one we're going to start spreading the slurry on today. And yeah, we should end up with a very, very nice coverage or a very nice increase in yield on the grass next time we do this, next time we cut this. So that's our reason for doing this. Quite useful with our cows to be able to do this and get ourselves going again. You know, sort of a way of getting the cows back into the field and getting them to give something back. Actually, quite a long way that we have to go to. Oh, there we go. To get coverage on the headlands on this. You can see it glistening on the surface here. So we do this after it's freshly cut to try and to make sure that it has the maximum effect on it. And yeah, it does. It goes down very, very well. And tends to increase our yield on our grass fields quite considerably, really. It is one of those jobs that it's a little bit smelly, of course. But these are good smells. We like these smells on the farm. Yeah, even if the cleaning down later is a little bit smelly as well. But it does it good. It does the farm good, and we've got it's one of those things, as I said, saves us a whole load of money in doing this. And we tend to do this for the grass fields. We tend to put the slurry on the grass fields and tend to put the manure on our other fields. Unfortunately, the size of our grass fields and the size of our main fields, of our arable fields, means that we're able to cover these fields in how much slurry the cows produce. We have a bigger trouble with covering our fields with the amount of manure that the cows produce, because we have a lot more arable land on the field on the farm, than we do with the cows. Than we do the grass. Our grass fields are smaller. And having said that, you know, as I said, I am considering having a rework on the farm and maybe merging a couple of fields. This one here. And the next one over would actually be a pretty good one. But that, I think, is something to look at later, really. At the moment, we're looking at keeping these two as grass fields, and just continuing to work this way. The thing we would do on the other side of the road is one of the fields there would be good, and then to have that as just one long big grass field. But we're looking to we've run out. We're out of slurry, so we'll go fill back up. But yeah, we are. So that's doing well. That's done about half the field. That has. That's really good. So we'll get this refilled. Yeah, the reason we're not going over the headlands is because we don't really want to drive over where we've already done the slurry. And the nice thing about doing this field is it's pretty close. You know, we're not far from the yard, so it's easy for us to refill. I need to go and hook up the hoses into our refill and get it all turned on. So we'll go. And we've got controls in the cab for turning the pump on. So. Let's get our thing off and get it into the pit. There we go. And start it up. There we go. That's starting up nicely. That has an automatic cut-off, so once the trailer gets full, like that, it will automatically cut off. And then we just need to go and disconnect everything. on there, and put that back on there. There we go. And away we go again. Fantastic. Yeah. So this second tank should do a full field. We might look at in the future upgrading this. We've certainly got the cash at the moment on the farm to look at getting a bigger slurry spreader. This one is a few years old now, and we've used it a few seasons, and as you can see, it does. It holds a decent amount. It holds enough for us to sort of do this over not too long a period of time. But at the same time, we want to make sure that we're again being as efficient as possible. And while this was a fairly big tanker when we bought it, it no longer is. And we are very much in a position where it would actually be more efficient for us to have a bigger one. So I might get in touch with our suppliers, our equipment suppliers at the shop, see if there's something be a little bit bigger that we can maybe hire and have a go with. We do have one other field to do here, of course, so you know, it might be useful to have something. There we go. And it's while we do have plenty to do this, it is worth noting that we do. It's kind of just enough that we generate to do this. It's you know, anything we shortfall here, we need to we have to get digestate in to cover. So don't like spending that money really. If I can avoid it, because obviously onto the grass here, the grass and everything goes into the cows, and being beef cows, it's, you know, we have to thin our herd every year in order to make money. So yeah, it's quite a tough thing. Although, as I was saying, you know, I think we might look at getting some dairy cows in, and opening that aspect of the farm again. We used to try and get the dairy off our beef cows, which met with some success and some limited success, and sort of taking that knowledge from that and trying to apply it to a dairy herd, I think will work fine. I think we'd end up probably converting this field into a dairy field. And putting a shed in on this field, because this is prime real estate for that. It's one of the flatter fields that we've got on the farm. The alternative is the other side of the road. We've got a field over there which is fairly flat, which would also do well to build a dairy shed on. Yeah, those are two things that are very much a possibility for the future. And you'll probably likely see that go up very quickly if we decide to do that. We'll probably do that over the winter, where I'm not actually planning to make many vlogs over the winter. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. There's not a lot of... Oh, we're out again. There's not a lot of point to that for me. There's not a lot going on the farm. We tend to be doing a few bits and pieces so the vlogs at that time of year are few and far between, and we'll probably but even with that, we will probably try and get the barn up. So one more load off this, which is good, and then that will be this field done for today, which will be a job well done. So we're all filled again. Time to head back down to the field and get that last little bit. I've got more in here than I need. That's fine. We need to do the headlands, of course. So we've just got this this far end bit to do, and the headlands. Doing that right up to the corner there to begin with probably wasn't my wisest idea. There we go. Yeah, just this bit here, and then we've got a headland on each end. Get good coverage here, like so. Oh, we're a little bit... I think we were going a little bit wonky earlier on in the field, because this is... we've got quite a gap at this end now. Either that or this field is a little bit more wonky than I remember it. Which is a distinct possibility on this farm. Yeah, we've just got a little bit along the end here to do. And then we'll go and do this headland down the top end. And we'll go and do the headland behind us as well. And that will then be both of these done. Yeah, this is quite a wide headland we've got here. Both of them are quite wide headlands because it's quite a long, quite a big turning circle that you have to get in. It does mean that we're getting a little bit extra, or sort of a little bit of double coverage in places, but yeah, not the end of the world. There we go. I want to make sure we're as well covered on this field as possible. Like so. And yeah, look at that. That field is glistening with slurry covering it. Looking absolutely fantastic. Very pleased with that. That is a job well done. Shut that off. Yeah, my gauge appears to be broken on this. As I said, this is an old piece of kit. It's really we should look at replacing. Maybe get something bigger. Maybe, yeah, maybe that's a good thing for us to look at when we come to do that on the field. We'll do that on the field soon. It's a little bit, that's grown a little bit since we cut it last. Shouldn't grow too much more though over the winter. And yeah, I think we might see if we can get a demo of something a little bit larger. There we go. And just one last bit. Cover this. Again, headland's a little bit wide, but this will cover the whole field. And yeah, as I said, we'll have some much improved yield on the grass when we come to cut it in the springtime. This will help it a lot. That will do. We've emptied the tank again. So yeah, no point in refilling it. I didn't think that I was going to do the rest of that field, so that's all good. So yeah, there we go. That is today's job. That is what we've been doing. I don't know what we're going to do next time. Oh yeah, we've got some ploughing. So we've not done ploughing for a while on the vlog. So next time we'll get the plough out and we'll attack the remaining field we have. For now though, all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this vlog. Please give it a like, drop us a comment and give it a share. And for all the latest videos from the farm, please subscribe to the channel. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.